Hello everyone, my name is John. Today I will tell you how to set up data upload from the FlowMattic system to Google Sheets. This is necessary in order to automatically transfer new data from FlowMattic to other systems. For example, in Google Sheets to add new rows, each time you fill out a form in FlowMattic, it is convenient to store, process and interact with them in every possible way in the future. Now let's move on to the setup. First, you need to create a new connection. Next, you need to select the FlowMattic data source system. Next, you need to select the action Get Data. At this stage, you need to connect your FlowMattic account to the ApiX-Drive system. In this window, you can give it a name or just click Continue. When the connected account is displayed in the list, select it and click Continue. At this stage, you see the URL for receiving data. This link will receive data from the FlowMattic system. To continue the setup, copy it and go to the admin panel of your WordPress site. Finding the FlowMattic plugin. Go to the Workflows section and click New Workflows to create a workflow. Select the system from which you want to receive data. As an example, we will use the Contact Form 7 system. Select Trigger Event. When triggered, data will be transmitted via webhook. Please note, the trigger event will be different depending on the selected system. Next, you need to select the form from which you want to receive data. Click Capture Form Submission. Fill out the Contact Form 7 so that test data appears. If you are using another system, then commit an event in your system. We return to WordPress and continue the setup. Click Plus. Choosing Webhook Outgoing. Paste the copied link in the ApiX-Drive system into the appropriate field. In the Data Parameters section, specify the name of the fields and compare them with the variables that will be sent via webhook. To add a new set of variables, click Add More. When all necessary variables are assigned, click Save and Test Action. Next, activate the process and click Save Workflows. Then we return to the ApiX-Drive system and continue the configuration. At this stage, you can set up a data filter. In this case, there is no need for this, so just click Continue. Now you see the data that you just generated. If there is no data at this stage, try the steps that were described earlier. If everything suits you, click Continue. This completes the setup of the FlowMattic data source successfully. Now you need to move on to setting up data reception. We choose Google Sheets as the data receiving system. Next, select the Add Row action. At this stage, you need to connect your Google Sheets account to the ApiX-Drive service. Enter your username and password. Give your permission to ApiX-Drive to work with your account. When the connected account is displayed in the list, select it and click Continue. Next, you need to select the file and sheet to which data will be transferred from FlowMattic. If you previously named your columns, they will sync into parentheses next to each of them. Next, you need to fill the fields with variables from FlowMattic. In order to assign a variable, click on the field to which you need to transfer data and select the required variable from the drop-down list. Please note that you can not only add variables, but also enter values manually. When all the necessary data is assigned, click Edit and Continue. At this point, we see the test data that will be sent to Google Sheets. In order to check the correctness of the settings, click Send Test Data to Google Sheets. Go to your personal Google Sheets account and check the result. If everything suits you, we return to the ApiX-Drive service and continue setting up. On this, the data reception setup has been successfully completed. Now you need to enable auto update. Select the communication interval, for example, once every 5 minutes. That's all. I wish you successful integration settings and good luck.